Hi everyone. I thought I would enter a contest on this channel for a change for the very first time instead of my Canadian Studmuffin channel. And this is for All the World's a Stage, one of the many fine music related channels I'm subscribed to. Steve is an awesome guy, and his contest it's called the 500 subscriber contest, and it's related to a band called Led Zeppelin. I don't know if you've ever heard of them or not. So he actually has, as you can read on below his video, celebrating 500 subs with a contest. Here are the rules. To win $25 US, post a video and rank the 8 Led Zeppelin studio albums. Wrong cover to show. And to win $50, post a video and follow my ridiculous example spelled out in the video of how to connect the number 500 to Led Zeppelin. So the cutoff for the entry is September 16th, and he will hold the drawing on September 18th. So I hope other people out there join the contest. So first I'll rank all 8 Led Zeppelin studio albums, and then I'll tell you what the 500 subscriber idea of Steve's is, which I've done. I hope I win. Okay. Bye, Steve. I'm going to get rid of you. I apologize. It does. Okay, so I think I did a ranking on my Canadian Studmuffin channel a year or 2 or 3 ago, but I think my rankings changed a little bit. I would say my least favorite Led Zeppelin studio album, and I'm not including Coda because that was just the 8 studio albums is what Steve wants ranked. It's going to be Presence at number 8. Great album. Yeah. The Chili's Last Stand is awesome. For Your Life I really love. Royal Orleans might be my least favorite Led Zeppelin song. Nobody's Fault But Mine is awesome. And then Candy Store Rock and Hot's On for Nowhere are good, but not my favorites. And the blues song Tea for One I love. I think it's underrated. But overall, it's my least favorite Led Zeppelin album. Number 7 is, which used to be number 8, is In Through the Outdoor. I'm starting to appreciate this album a bit more. The one thing I don't like about it is the vocals seem kind of buried, like Robert Plant's vocals on a song like In the Evening. They need to, I was really disappointed with the remaster. I guess, it wasn't remixed, it was just remastered. But I was still hoping Robert Plant's vocals would be clearer in the mix, and they really weren't. But In the Evening is awesome. And I actually like Glenn Kellaway from the Basement. I love the song Hot Dog. I think it's they're just having fun doing a 50s kind of a number. And All My Love is dedicated to Robert Plant's son, who sadly passed away when he was very young. And I'm Gonna Crawl. This is why it's 7 instead of 8. I'm Gonna Crawl is incredible. The guitar work and Robert Plant's vocals on that. Fool in the Rain is good. Southbound Ceres is good. But, my 2 least favorite Led Zeppelin albums. Number 6. No. Houses of the Holy. It's never been a favorite of mine. I know it's some people's, right near the top or at the top. I do love it more. Like, I love all the albums, but I just love other albums more. The Song Remains the Same is incredible. The Rain Song, Over the Hills and Far Away. I even love The Crunch, Dancing Days. Did you make her? Did you make her? However you want to pronounce that. No Quarter. I don't know. It's not one of my favorite Led Zeppelin songs. I prefer the live version, actually, on the soundtrack to The Song Remains the Same. And The Ocean, I like more than I used to. So overall, very good album. But it's number 6. All 5 of these are 10 out of 10s for me. At number 5, Led Zeppelin 3. It was, pretty brave of them after the first 2 albums to kind of go in a more acoustic route. And some Led Zeppelin fans, were missing the heavier rock. But there is some heavy rock on this. Out on the Tiles, Immigrant Song, Celebration Day. And I love the acoustic numbers. And I even love Hats Off to Roy Harper. I know it's some Led Zeppelin fans' least favorite or one of their least favorite songs, but I've always loved it. Number 4, Led Zeppelin 2. Probably the very first Led Zeppelin album I ever heard. Just the best. And then Led Zeppelin 4 or Zoso or Untitled, whatever you want to call it, with a song called Stairway to Heaven, which I know some people are tired of, but I never really listened to the radio that much, so I'm not tired of Stairway to Heaven or any other song on this album. So number 2 and number 1, just like Glenn Calloway from the Basement. Number 2 is their amazing debut album with my all-time favorite Led Zeppelin song, How Many More Times. But number 1 for me, from 1975, is Physical Graffiti, the great 2-record set. I even love, the lesser loved songs like Boogie with Stu and Black Country Woman. I feel the most underrated Led Zeppelin song is Sick Again. It might be my second or third favorite Led Zeppelin song of all time. And then, of course, Kashmir, and just an awesome album. It's number 1. So that's the rankings out of the way. So for part 2, Steve wanted, giving kind of like stats or whatever, using numbers, and it adds up to 500. I hope I'm doing this contest the right way. Probably not. So here we go. There are 4 band members, so that's 4. Jimmy Page, at this moment in time, is 79 years old. So let's add 79 to that. We've got 83. And Robert Plant is 74 years old. So we're up to 157. Isn't this exciting? This is actually kind of it is a fun contest. I wish I thought of it. And John Paul Jones is 77. 234. Almost halfway there. And sadly, of course, John Bonham only lived to be 32. It's at his age in 266. Led Zeppelin years together. That's kind of fix that there. There, 12. So add that. 278. Word count on rock and roll, 199 words. Yes, I counted it. Actually, I just Googled it. 199. So we're up to 477, almost at 500. So, how many songs does Jimmy Page play guitar on the Lord Sutch and Heavy Friends album? Yes, with now Lord Sutch isn't one of the greatest singers, but this is actually a pretty good album, music-wise. Jimmy Page, John Bonham, Jeff Beck, Noel Redding, and Nicky Hopkins. And Jimmy Page plays guitar on 8 of the tracks. Yeah, 12 songs on this, and he plays on 8 of them. So you add 8, and it's 485. So the final one is, how many songs on Physical Graffiti? Why, there's 15 songs. And there we are at 500. So, yeah, that's a very fun contest. And I hope others, like I said, enter Steve's contest, and please subscribe to his channel. I'll have a link for his channel below. And best of luck to everybody in the contest. I hope Glenn Kellaway from the Basement comes in second place and I win. Thank you.